Throughout our lives, we often find ourselves measuring our worth against others. We wonder, why can't I be like them? This act of comparison frequently leads to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. In today's digital age dominated by social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, this tendency has become even more widespread. This story is dedicated to anyone who feels discontented with their life, believing others lead happier or more beautiful lives. As you listen, you'll not only reflect on these emotions, but also encounter some meaningful, new words. So, stay with the story until the end. One day, a crow soared through the sky and eventually landed on a tree branch. As he rested, his gaze fell upon a graceful swan, gliding elegantly across a nearby pond. The swan's radiant white feathers shimmered in the sunlight, attracting the attention of villagers who stopped to admire its beauty. Intrigued, the crow flew closer to observe the swan. But as soon as the villagers noticed the crow, they waved their hands to shoo him away. "Perhaps they think I'll make the place dirty," thought the crow, feeling rejected. He flew to another branch nearby, but again, the villagers tried to drive him off. Wounded by the cold reception, the crow watched how warmly people admired the swan's appearance. His heart grew heavy. With sorrow weighing on his wings, the crow left the village and flew deep into the forest. There, he perched quietly on a branch and began to cry. "No one likes me because of my black feathers. If only I had white feathers like the swan, then maybe I'd be happy too," he whispered. Just then, an old crow flying past noticed his tears. "Why are you so upset, young one?" the elder asked gently. The young crow replied, "I despise my feathers. They're so plain, so dark, so ugly. Nobody admires me." The old crow gave a kind smile and asked, "If you could look like any bird in the world, who would you choose?" Without hesitation, the young crow answered, "The swan. Everyone loves the swan." The elder nodded thoughtfully and said, "There is a magical spring deep within this forest. It is said that if a bird bathes there with a pure heart, it can change its appearance. But before you decide, why not ask the swan if it is truly happy?" The crow agreed and flew back to the pond to speak with the swan. "Dear swan," he began, "you must be the happiest bird around. Your feathers are so dazzling, and everyone admires you. Are you truly happy?" The swan looked down solemnly. "Thank you for your kind words," it replied. "But no, I'm not as happy as I may seem. People keep me in captivity. I have no freedom to live where I choose. And when I grow old, I might even be slaughtered for meat. I live with uncertainty and fear." The crow was stunned. "Then, who do you think is the happiest bird?" he asked. "Perhaps the parrot," the swan responded. "Its feathers are even more colorful than mine, and people don't harm it." Thanking the swan, the crow